and how you see fathers, these otherwise very masculine men, holding their little girl or their little boy's hand and walking them to school in the morning. And that always touched me a great deal to see this in Italy. And so I wrote this poem. We went up to the hospital the day after Theodore was born to see my stepdaughter, and her husband was there. And the first 2 lines of the poem came to me immediately in the hospital room. And then it took a year for me to get the rest of the poem together. And I always like to say that's why nobody makes any money at poetry, because it's very inefficient to write a poem. But anyway, I hope that you like this, and I'll end my little segment on a note of new life and continuing the generations. For Theodore, 1 day old. He has traveled so far. He must sleep now, the profound sleep of the aged. Fluorescent ceiling lights dangle like white monsters. His universe magnified to 4 green walls, tin basin, white blanket, wicker bassinet. Thrust from the thrum of the dark world, he hears voices deep as drums, voices he will one day claim for his own. In a locked cabinet, desire waits, despair, death too. There'll be time enough for these. Elsewhere, old souls rise like vapors, settle in sanitized corners like mites of dust, gradually disappear. His newly voiced soul descends into the soft crown, begins building its provisional home. Teos doro, te adoro, Dio doro. Prayer for the gift of God, prayer to the God of golden chances. Forgot the second page here. The moon face of the wall clock tick-tocks the minutes. His chest draws in another 44 newborn breaths. Pocket full of flesh, he moves like an amphibian, gropes by touch, by scent, trawls for what sustains him, sustains us all.
So of course, the 3 of us don't only write about